And it is a very good afternoon from me, Johnny Bryan, and I welcome you to the northwest of England in the heart of Lancashire. We are at Ewood Park, the home of Blackburn Rovers, for the ESFA Under-18 Colleges Trophy for boys final between Newcastle under Lyme College and the St Charles Catholic Sixth Form College of London. A glorious afternoon here in Lancashire. The sun is down, beating upon this hallowed turf, the home of the former Premier League champions and current League One leaders as well, who are trying to come back into the Championship. But today it is the home of this college's trophy final between Newcastle under Lyme and St Charles Sixth Form College. Both teams are warming up, as are the officials as well. Should be a great afternoon of football we have in store. Well, Friday night was even better in the Centenary Shield tie between England and Ireland. It finished 0-0, but it was a cracker, and this is what happened.
Ronan Manning, who's over the free kick with the right foot. Darryl Walsh is the left-footed option, the centre-back. Tis Manning, it's a great effort! Oh, it's a fine save, you know. Really, really good save from Cameron Coulter in goal for England. The first time he's been called into action, and he had to make a stunning stop.
A very good strike from Ronan Manning. He's hit it very well over the wall, and I think the goalkeeper's in two minds. Is it going to go wide? Is it going to go in? Let's not take any chances, and he made sure that it was behind for a corner.
Ellens, and now Conway can get on his way down the left-hand side, but cut out in towards the header. Oh, a good chance as well. There's a skipper in there. It's Cormac Pike with the opportunity.
Yeah, he was unlucky. He got the header on target. I don't think he could have done a lot more. Really good challenge to win the ball back by Fraser Collin. It looked like the Irish were on for a counter-attack. Really good challenge.
Ball to Regba. He can just squeeze his way past McCallum. He's done that really well. Lovely ball into the feet of Walker, who just couldn't quite make the opening count.
That was a poor first touch by Jack Walker. He's got to do better there at this standard. If he kills that first time, he's in with a free strike on goal. That
fires it into the path of Jackson. Room to turn and room to run. And Jackson's going to do exactly that. Squeezes it through to Butler. Jackson's continued his run. Couldn't quite get into his stride, or could he? Good save from McNicholas, and Smurden with a shot. Pulls it wide. England's best opening.
Excellent play. Smurden should have done better with the follow-up shot. That's really good running from Jackson. Linked up well there with Butler. That's what I'm on about. The link-up with Butler is important to England, and that time they had the bodies forward and they were able to operate with the support into the front man. Look at that, takes the return. That's what he's looking for, a bit of support. He's really unlucky there, Jackson.
England will be pleased with that. Ben Lavelle, will be glad to see them creating chances. That's one thing there, good play, hasn't really done, but now a chance for Rogan Rinde, and once again his touch just deserted him. Skipper, who's pulled rank, Cormac Pike. He drills it at goal, sort of breaks through the wall, might break for Harvey Howell. Eventually Ireland will look to get this away. Walker clear down the left, and a good run here. Once again, Ali Regba, he's got options in the middle as well. Can he get his head up and see them? Regba goes all the way to the byline, lovely ball across, real opportunity there for Cian Lee, and what a chance that is from Smurden. And in the end it goes out for a corner, smashed over the bar off the deflection of Rogan Rinde. But what a bit of defending just when it looked like it had opened up for the Republic of Ireland to take the lead.
Yeah, I like Regba, and this is the best chance of the game for me. He's pulled it back there. Excellent wing play by Regba down the left-hand side, and Ireland really should have taken the lead there. This is really good play. Gets into the box, and that's where he can't be touched, and he's strong and he's quick. He gets a really good ball across. Really, Cian Murphy has to get a touch there. The lad that's come on, Negluia, he's known as lightning, so he must be quick.
And that's Regba! Good opportunity. He has looked dangerous when coming in on his left foot in this second half in particular. Very right-footed, but has got the ability to do this. Terrific run. And the shot was a really good one, and the goalkeeper's beaten there. Might have even just flicked off the outside the post on the way through.
It did brush the post on the way through. Great skill again.
Sent forward by Walsh. Oh, over McCallum, and a chance here for Ali Regba to open the scoring. Terrific save by Callum Coulter. Best opening in the match. Here we see the replay of that opportunity, and what a good one it was for Ali Regba. Broke clear, and it is very good goalkeeping by Callum Coulter. Number 11, just showing for the ball there. There he is, substitute. Ali Regba. It's a lovely ball, and in there is Lee, and pulled back for the substitute. Whelan still might be there for Ireland. Second bite the cherry, shot comes in, terrific defending. Regba still in there, keeps it alive, and eventually England scramble it away.
England living dangerously. That man Regba again, the instigator. Wonderful ball.
Terrific chance for Ireland. Another chance goes by the wayside though.
Really will be kicking themselves.
Doyle on the ball again. Pike chooses a safe option. Back to Callum Coulter it goes, and that will do us. Darren Handley calls time on a really good match of Centenary Shield football. 0-0 the final score. Doesn't even begin to tell the story of what was a very open and very action-packed game.
Friday night, but as of today on this sun-drenched Monday afternoon here at Blackburn Rovers, we still have to come the English Schools FA's Under-18 Colleges Cup final between Newcastle under Lyme College and St Charles Sixth Form Catholic College of London. I'm not alone up on the gantry here. I'm delighted to be joined by the Premier League's former Derby and Stoke player Marvin Robertson. Marvin, a very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you as well, Johnny.
Thank you for joining us up here. This must be a ground that you played in the past. It should be a great venue for this cup final.
I think it's a brilliant venue. Brilliant venue. I actually have never played here before.
Really?
So it's a good place for me to come and visit and get used to, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Just tell me, you've just joined the ESFA as an independent council member. Tell me a bit more about that role and what does it entail?
Yes, I was newly appointed in September. As the independent council member, I'm there to obviously give an independent analysis of council goings on and a different viewpoint on some of the decision making and some of the development of schools football as a whole. I think I've been providing that quite quickly and a lot sooner than some people imagined, but that's a good thing.
Absolutely, and it should be a good thing this final as well. I had a chat with both managers about an hour or so ago, Dean Banks of St Charles Sixth Form College and the management duo of Dave Beswick and Andy Griffin of Newcastle under Lyme College. Dean, excitement or nervousness in the camp ahead of kick-off?
A little bit of both. I think obviously excited to be here, our first national final, but obviously with any final comes a little bit of nervousness as well. So I think a little bit of both from me, myself and the players.
Tell me about preparations ahead of this final.
We come up last night, had a good journey up here, stayed overnight, a little bit of breakfast this morning, a little bit of a meeting as a team, got in nice and early, took in the stadium and stuff, so hopefully come 1 o'clock we're ready just for football.
A tough Newcastle side, what are your expectations of them?
Know very little about the opposition, if I'm honest with you. Just read in the programme notes that they've got 3 or 4 players for England's college side, so obviously they're going to be a good side. Any side that gets to a final is going to be good. We'll show them respect, and we'll see what happens. Anything can happen in the cup final.
Indeed it can. Tell me though, what would it mean for not just yourself but the team, but the school as a whole, should victory come around 3 o'clock this afternoon?
It'll be massive for the college. We're a tiny sixth form Catholic college, not even 1,000 students. So to get this far is a real, I don't know, testament to the boys and the work they've put in. But as you say, 90 minutes away from maybe creating a little bit of history and not just being at a first final, but maybe winning.
We're too used to warmer weather than the southern climate. We're up here in the north. Is this going to be a little bit of a test this afternoon?
It could be. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. The further we got up the motorway, the colder it got and stuff like that. But hopefully that won't play a factor into it, and it'll just be the best footballing side that wins.
Hopefully that may be the case. Dean, we wish you and your guys all the best this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Gentlemen, good afternoon to you both. Are you looking forward to this afternoon?
Cup final day, isn't it? So extremely excited. A little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive, but most definitely looking forward to it, yeah.
What have been the preparations ahead of this tie?
We've kept preparations pretty normal, pretty standard. We've had a good season this year, so we've not sort of increased any activities and done anything other than, you know, prepare as we always do properly for a game. Yeah, nothing really other than that, no.
A team that are coming down all the way up from London to take you guys on this afternoon. What's your expectations of them?
I mean, well, they've obviously got to a cup final, so it's a team that will be good. I would imagine they'll be well organised, well drilled, probably have pace in the team. But like I said, I mean, they're a team that has obviously progressed and find themselves in a cup final. So it's a team that we will certainly have to admire and respect, but also you know, not worry about the opposition too much and try to focus on our own game.
What would it mean to the college if you bring the trophy back home down the M6 later on this evening?
Well, we've never won anything from the college's point of view. We've got promotion from the lower leagues, but we've never won a major cup competition by any stretch of the imagination. So I think this has been a long process for us. You know, we've been working together now for 4 or 5 seasons, and we've had a few hammerings along the way, and we've thought about, you know, how we can improve things. And I think with the backing of the college, the principal, Karen Dobson, has been phenomenal in that, providing us with the infrastructure to try and achieve these things. And I think, you know, from mine and Griff's point of view, it's just a fantastic opportunity.
Confident?
Yeah, very much so, and you know, certainly looking forward to it. I mean, cup finals, they don't come around very easy, so you know, I'll be making sure that the players, first and foremost, certainly enjoy the day, make sure that they're focused, you know, and that they're full of confidence and ready to go.
Gentlemen, we wish you both well this afternoon. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well, the mini beast from the east scuppered many sporting events over the weekend, but not here at Blackburn. It is game on here, and kickoff is next. Welcome back to Ewood Park. We are moments away from this English Schools FA Under-18s Colleges Cup final between Newcastle under Lyme College and St Charles Catholic Sixth Form College. Let's take a look at the 2 sets of 11 that will do battle here. This is the Newcastle under Lyme College 11. Jacob Holding in goal, then Jordan Darlington, Sam Wychersley, Joseph Booth is the captain at 4, Oliver Marsh, Jackson Brown at 6, Tyler Savage is an international, as is Ethan Cartwright, Lewis Masika at 9, Morgan Rushton and David Naligwa is the other international. 3 internationals that they have in their Newcastle under Lyme College starting 11. St Charles Sixth Form College, this is how they line up. Mohamed Atuyu is the captain and the goalkeeper of 1. Sean Baisai, Tishane Flemings, Dylan Boateng wears number 44. Moses Omro, Elwyn Hartley, Samuel Falarin, the ponytailed Albie Davis at 8. Medan Abraham 9, Yul Emmanuel 10, and Omar Ahmed Stitu 11. Keep behind him, who scores the goals for St Charles Catholic College. They are the substitutes, waiting on the benches for both sides, should they need be. Our referee, our man in the middle, is Darren Bond, and he will be ably assisted by Josh Smith and Jack Mayer on the sidelines. So then, here we go. This is the Under-18 Colleges Trophy for Boys final, live from Ewood Park. On this sun-drenched Monday afternoon, when much of the United Kingdom was blasted with a cold spell. Here today, gorgeous sunshine, and me and Marvin were expecting to be wrapped up over in the gantry, but Marvin, it's actually quite a warm afternoon all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's surprisingly warm. The weather's not too bad up north. In the Midlands it's a lot worse.
So it will be Newcastle under Lyme. They'll be wearing the orange and black strip, going from left to right in this first half. St Charles Sixth Form College will be in the claret and blue going from right to left, and we are underway as Lewis Museka of Newcastle under Lyme gets this tie underway. This is a cup final, so extra time and penalties will be played if needed. 10 minutes each way, and penalty kicks should they be needed on this gorgeous Monday afternoon, as David Nalegwa of Newcastle under Lyme puts it across into the box, headed away by Elwyn Hartley. Both teams to try and settle in, but that was given away there by Moses Umro. And Albie Davis heads away. Newcastle under Lyme still retain possession on this right-hand side, but loses out to Davis. Uses his left boot and finds the number 11, Omar Ahmed Stitsu. 2 goals in this competition so far. This is Emmanuel just outside, but dispossessed by Ethan Cartwright. Both sides just trying to find their way and just settle into this cup final. But it's a good start from both sides, Marvin.
Yeah, obviously Newcastle had kickoff, started off on the attack. I was observing both teams in the warm-up. I felt that St Charles looked like the drills they were doing were to settle the guys down, it being their first final. They seem fine so far. Let's see how it goes.
Newcastle trying to pressurise the St George's back four. But it's the men in claret and blue who have it with Flemings. Flemings sent backwards to Dua Boateng. Flemings. Emmanuel. Albie Davis. Davis battled off the ball by Jackson Brown. And now Newcastle under Lyme have possession with Tyler Savage. Crossfield pass coming from Ethan Cartwright. Just nudged forward, but lost out in that little battle, but gets it back. Cartwright, he'll have another bite at the cherry here and sends it forward towards Morgan Rushton. Newcastle retaining possession as they inch their way forward into the St Charles half. Davis tries to remain strong, and they have one possession back through Emmanuel. Good battle in midfield between both these sides at the moment. This is Jackson Brown though, and a good block there from Moses Umro.
Yep, well, definitely Newcastle look the most settled of the two teams. Slightly more patient, but if St Charles keep digging in as they're doing, getting some good blocks in, they'll be all right.
Indeed. That's a long effort coming in from Jordan Darlington.
Goalkeeper taking his time.
Yes, the St Charles captain, Atuyo. Let's see how he is from goal kicks. A little bit of wind in the air, I will say that. I think it's going to go into the breeze for the St Charles goalkeeper in this first half. And the first foul of the afternoon on the St Charles number 8, Albie Davis.
See if they can make this count. It seems to me that St Charles have a slight physical advantage. Let's see if they can deliver some good balls into the box.
Basai. On the right-hand side, plenty of men forward from the team from London. And the ball comes loose as well. Davis gets it out, but the referee spots that's the one their players was offside. And a chance for Newcastle to clear their lines.
Yeah, Newcastle, 7 and 11 are nice and wide, looking to stretch the back four of St Charles. I'd like to see how the St Charles deal with that going forwards.
Yeah, it seems like they're playing like a bit of a 5-4-1 at the back at the moment.
Yeah. Whether that changes as they get more settled into the game, we'll see. It does seem like a 5-4-1 with the two midfield players sitting in as well, just to screen and protect.
Newcastle under Lyme's defence remains resolute to go try the long ball. Not on this occasion. Dua Boateng, no, looking to find a man. Nobody wanted to go on the chase for that one. So both sides 5 minutes into this game, just trying to settle into the tie.
Yes, Abraham looks a little bit isolated at the moment for St Charles. But again, kind of 5-4-1 formation is probably just to settle them down. As we said before, it's their first final. It's imperative that they stay in the game early.
Pass along the back. Flemings under pressure. Sends the ball deep. Flemings going to have to chase this one as well, put under pressure. Kept it in play. Dua Boateng picked up the scraps. Ahmed Stitu.
Yeah, Newcastle seem to be sitting off, not going to press the ball as much, probably waiting for the mistake rather than trying to force the mistakes.
Ahmed Stitu looks for his options. Sees a sea of orange. Sends the ball backwards. Back to Dua Boateng. Boateng.
Good passing, good passing.
Ahmed Stitu now finds a little bit more territory for the men in claret and blue. Emmanuel.
Good bit of
Has a
skill.
shot, not a bad effort, you know. First test of the hands of Jacob Holding.
Yeah, nice little bit of skill there.
And now Newcastle on the march. Tries to.
We've seen two kind of dynamic runs from Nilungwa. Obviously he's an international, represents England schools under 18s. There'll be a lot of, not pressure, but hope on him being the match winner today or one of. So we'll see what he can provide.
Larty for St Charles. Again, another nudge forward. Trying to test this Newcastle back four to see what they're made of. Not many goals in this competition for the. Actually, I do beg your pardon. They're the ones who scored the most goals in this competition, 15. And it's good, strong, resolute defence. They're only conceding 3 in this whole cup competition. Newcastle under Lyme, more conservative football. 9 goals across their few games ahead of this final. Only conceding 4 on the way. So you could be saying this could be a battle between 2 defences today. And that's a good skill there from Emmanuel. Just loses out possession. Davis tries to get strong in there. Not on this occasion, and now Newcastle on the march. Tyler Savage. Savage still retains possession, but this could be launched away, and I think it could be a corner ball off the feet of Ahmed Stitu, and that is indeed the case, the first corner of the half.
Yes, well, St Charles is in number 7, Samuel Follerin, asking for the ball to be played into feet. They've gone slightly too direct at the moment from the back. They're only playing one up front, so they're going back to front a little bit too quick.
Russian goes short to Darlington. Now the cross going in deep. Headed away, blocked by Folarin. And Folarin clears it away. And that goes out of play for a Newcastle throw. Very pedestrian throw as well for Newcastle. They weren't exactly running to get this, so everyone wanted a little bit of a breather. We're only 9 minutes in.
Yeah, the pace of the game isn't what I expected. I expected it to be slightly more frenetic. Both teams have been slightly standoffish. We'll see if that works.
So a free kick given to the team from London. And the goalkeeper, Tuyu, takes it. Ahmed Stitu finds the ball. Gains the possession, sends it back to Dua Boateng. Patient football this from the team from London. Davis. Basai. Manuel lays it off for Albie Davis.
Good defending there.
Yes, excellent defending. It was indeed from Yoel Emmanuel, who's had a good start to this tie.
I think he's trying to play just in the pocket in behind the front man. He's not got too far forward so far.
Stittu, Davis, Emmanuel. Loses out possession, that is just the end product. It's a bit of a game of chess so far, this first opening quarter of the half.
Yeah, both teams cancel each other out at the moment.
Flemings. Davis. Stittu, and a good tackle there from the Newcastle number 2, Jordan Darlington.
Yeah, St Charles settling into the game much better now. Albert Davis controlling the game. They're looking to play everything through him.
Flemings with a throw. Jackson Brown loses out and launches that one into the stand. Nice little crowd, I think, of maybe some parents and a couple of pupils that have come to support both these sides.
Well, I think they should give the schools a day off to come and support the team, support the lads. I'm sure everybody would enjoy that. Nice little nutmeg.
Indeed it is, and now both of these.
Oh.
Now both the defenders are nearly trying to catch each other out here, and Atuyu, good block, sweep for keeping there.
Good harassing from the number 9. Mercika, I'll
indeed,
attempt
yes.
to say.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication at the back between the 2 central defenders for St Charles. This is it. Omro is going forward, and the ball comes back there with Ethan Cartwright. Cartwright sends it back to the keeper, Holding. Davis. Basai. Oliver Marsh picks up the scraps. Dua Boateng. Sean Basai. Across the back. This is Owen Martley. He's got Flemings to his left-hand side and uses the St Charles number 3. Martin.
Yeah, Newcastle happy to sit in. Shuffling over, got good team shape. All seem quite disciplined. When the ball hits a certain area, they all go and press and attack the ball.
And the ball chipped forward towards Maseka.
And he's in.
Maseka, could we have a chance here?
Ooh.
Ball comes out.
Was it handball?
No. Well, I think at first glance from where we are, we got a great view of that. It thought he may have used his hand, the St Charles.
There was no reaction. There was no reaction from anybody else. So.
Yeah, the St Charles goalkeeper. Well, let's have a look at that in real time. Well, front was he may have handled this. No, I think it's coming off his feet. Good officiating.
Well. Did well there.
Here's another look.
Yeah. Off his foot onto his hand.
This might give us the clinical view. Well, it's, I think we can slow that down 1,000 times and we still wouldn't be sure.
Yeah, it'd be harsh. It would be really harsh.
Newcastle Lyme have the ball with David Nalegwa. Dispossessed. Now with the men in claret and blue. Ahmed Stittu tries to thread the needle. Straight through to Jacob Holding in the goal.
Yeah, I'd just like to see Newcastle do a bit more. I've been a little bit disappointed with them. They've been happy to sit in. They do look fairly solid in terms of their shape, but going forward they're not really offered much.
Savage. Doa Boateng. This is Ahmed Statu, who wins the foul.
Silly foul.
Now this is the goalkeeper slowed down. Did he handle it? It's as slow as we can get it. Your thoughts, Marvin?
Well, if it's difficult for us, well,
It'd be difficult, more difficult for the referee.
of course. Let's have a look there. I'm sure it hits the goalkeeper's foot and then onto his hand. No, right on the left hand. I'm surprised nobody was appealing. I played up front and I definitely would have been appealing for that.
Well, in real time it looked like a handball to us, but it was well outside his area, but alas, we continue. And the ball is being sent forward and the goalkeeper tells his defender Omro to head it away, and does so and send it to Basai in the process, but Newcastle under Lyme retain possession. They have it back inside the St. Charles
Nicked
box.
in, well played.
And now they're on the run.
Oh.
Folarin
Good drive forward and then a poor touch. You know, that could have been promising.
Omro. Takes no chances, and it will be Newcastle on the line with the throw.
No rush again from the Newcastle team.
It's very pedestrian from the team in orange and black at the moment. It's just
my feelings are, I think they probably feel that they're the more experienced outfit. They're letting St. Charles have the ball and probably expecting them to make their own mistakes, which they'll capitalise on probably later on in the game. Just keeping it nice and solid, not really committing much going forward. But we'll see if that works. St. Charles are definitely in the game. They've settled down. I'd like to see them get more players forward. Davis, number 8 in midfield, most composed player on the pitch so far.
Newcastle take the short corner. Allegua.
Offside.
Well, there's 2 offside, but I think 2 or 3 of them could have been offside there. A little bit too keen.
Well, keeper got the ball, so the linesman had nothing to worry about.
Let's keep the game going. Keep the flow of the game. As the play goes down, Marlon Abraham going to ground. Another free kick won by St. Charles.
Yeah, I'd like to see a better ball in. They definitely do have a physical advantage. Just need some good quality. Yeah.
Basai.
Just need to be careful. They've left themselves open to a break. I mean, it's 3-on-3 if this comes out quickly.
Oh, and the ball comes loose as well.
And here we go.
And now the counter-attack could be on here for the team in orange.
There we go. Deliver. Oh, get a chance to deliver there.
Tyler Savage, whose counter-attack comes to nothing. The Newcastle number 7 was maybe being caught in 2 minds.
Yeah, I think St. Charles overcommitted the amount of players in the box, although it did nearly work out for them. They probably need one more to sit in the midfield area just to make sure that the counter-attack isn't on.
So approaching 20 minutes in this first half, still goalless. Davis.
I don't think Davis has lost a ball yet.
No, he's been very much a
nice
talisman
and composed.
for the London College. Cartwright. To the left-hand side. Nalegua. England scores international. He was there Friday night in that 0-0 draw against Ireland at Kenilworth Road.
Yeah, I think Nalegua is needing a little bit more movement from his teammates. I feel as though they're kind of leaving him to do it all by himself. He does have the pace to cause problems, but I think a little bit more movement from his teammates around him would enable him to get the space that he needs.
Jordan Darlington with the throw. Good strong tackle from Joe Booth.
Come on, direct.
Still with the team from London. To Ahmed Stitu, who's been going around the houses there, but he just found out Harvey Davis.
I'd like to have seen him just attack the box there and try and get a shot off or cross to the far stick to his opposing winger.
Crossfield pass, picked out by Sean Bassai. Heads the ball forward, and now it's a battle between Flemings and Savage.
They just look a little bit tentative up front, St Charles. Hopefully they get more confident as the game goes on. Number 9, Abraham, has not had too many touches, it seems.
But now they're coming into the box.
Nobody around the back stick.
And
there he is,
opportunity
Abraham.
Here with Abraham with the said man. Good save from Jacob Holding. First real test that we've seen so far. Savage. Ball lost out.
Yeah, it seems obvious that the tactic at the moment from Newcastle is to get it to the wide men, primarily Savage at the moment. But again, there's not enough movement around him from his midfield. The striker's obviously isolated, he's playing on his own up front. And they've dealt with it so far, St Charles. A little bit of talking there would have helped. Well recovered.
But no major damage done, but the men in orange still have it back. It's a Samuel Falar in.
St Charles are making a lot of recoveries of possession. A little bit disappointed with Newcastle, to be honest.
Ahmed Stitu. Good
Little
offload.
run
And now
he's in.
could be an opportunity here for Ahmed Stitu. Trying to get his third goal of this campaign. Ball stays in play. The linesman didn't think it went out.
Good little 1-2 around the box. They're starting to get more confident. They're starting to get a little bit of link-up play going.
So far, they're the ones that are testing. But that's not the best header there from Flemings. Has to put his defenders under pressure. Flemings has it back. Not the best first touch, and again.
Yeah, a little bit more communication from his teammates would help him a lot. I mean, the ball's gone to him a couple of times up in the air. I've not really seen anybody telling him he's got time or to clear it first. Let's have a look at that chance. Yeah, not too bad. Keeper's done well. He's disappointed with himself there, Abraham.
Yeah, I think 1 yard either side. It's a goal, isn't it?
Yeah. If he just opens it up, he gets it just. It doesn't do too bad. His first touch is okay. Just needs to put it in the corner.
I think anywhere by the keeper's hands where they are, I think it's a goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it went low, it's in. If it went above him, it's in. It's just one of them. The keeper says, "Thank you very much." Excellent take and touch from Tyler Savage. Wins the throw. Halfway through this first half, 0-0 in this under-18 Colleges Trophy for boys final. Yes. Flick over from Lewis Museka, but nobody was on the end of it. Or to chase after it. Larty. Flemings.
Need some movement. Pass. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I mean, even though they've got time, if they can keep the ball moving a little bit quicker, that can help pull the Newcastle players out of position.
Davis. He's got some space. Doesn't use it though. Now Newcastle try and launch themselves forward. Leg up. Back to Tyler Savage. International to international.
Good play.
Jackson Brown.
Took the wrong option. I thought he should have switched it out wide to the full-back.
Basai. Long ball forward towards Abraham. Joseph Booth had to stay strong.
Yes, Oliver Marsh got caught out and got caught underneath the ball. Don't know whether it was a little bit of wind took it away from him.
Switched wide. Mr. 2. Looks for an option. Uses Albie Davis. First touch. Takes the ball away from him and Newcastle can recover. Now forward with Morgan Rushton. Rushton under pressure from Falarin. Back inside in midfield with Jackson Brown. Tyler Savage. First touch not the best and loses out as the ball goes over the whitewash and up for a St. Charles 6-1 College throw.
Yeah, I think Tyler Savage having a few words with his teammate there. Not a good pass. They just need to be a little bit sharper. We're halfway through the first half.
Larty. Davis. Dua Boateng. A little space opening up here for the number 44. And uses Emmanuel. Emmanuel gets inside the box. Could he find a cross? He can't. And he goes out for a goal kick. It seems like from what we've seen so far in this first 27 or so minutes, that it's the team from London who look more likely to scoring.
Yeah, they've had the best opportunity. Abraham did okay, got a shot away. Quite easy for the goalkeeper. They seem to have settled. I do think they can commit a few more men forwards, and that will cause Newcastle more problems. But again, they're 0-0. They've got the whole game to win still, the whole game ahead of them still, so we'll see.
It seems a lot of unforced errors as well coming from the team in orange.
Yeah, Darlington and Savage not quite on the same wavelength at the moment.
Dua Boateng. Moses Umro. Chips that forward on the right hand side, headed out by Sam Wichitili. Emmanuel. Umro.
Good play, and again.
Mr. 2. Emmanuel. David Nalagwa.
Good recovery again from St. Charles.
Indeed, they're pressuring hard here on the Newcastle midfield. As in the shot comes in, and it's a good save, and it needed to be as well by Jacob Holden. The ball's still running in play. And Holden was tested there by Mr. 2.
Lucky
being
there,
played. Here
Savage.
is Omar at Mr. 2.
Yeah, St. Charles
Emmanuel.
definitely the better team. Definitely the better of the two. I don't know what the keeper was actually doing with the dive, but he made the save, and that's all that counts. But let's have a look at that again. Yeah, good effort. It looked very comfortable, and then didn't.
He knew the cameras were here. You know, he knew the cameras were here.
Yeah.
So there you go, Jacob Holden. That's one for your Facebook account.
Yeah, the two guys down the right-hand side for Newcastle need to need to improve a little bit. Obviously, they're looking to get Tyler Savage away down the right, and they've not linked up very well at all just yet. I'm sure the manager will be having a few words about that at half-time, if not before. If not, he's trying to get that message over from now.
Free kick to Newcastle under Lyme College. Cartwright. Darlington. Again. He has had a good game so far, the Newcastle under Lyme number 2.
Yeah, he just needs to calm himself down. I think he looks a little bit too emotional. He's had 3 bad passes in the last 3 times he's had the ball, and he just needs to settle himself down a bit, get the ball, regain his composure, and play his way into the game.
Flemings.
We have to remember this is a big final for some of these guys, you know, and to be playing here at Ewood Park is a fantastic experience for them, and probably they've never played at a stadium like this before, and some may never again. So sometimes we have to appreciate that.
Davis. Boateng. Albie Davis. Well, sent that ball out there in 5th gear when he wanted it in 2nd.
Yeah, the wide 2 for St Charles are slightly narrower, playing slightly narrower than the wide 2 for Newcastle. And a couple of times they've looked for number 7 following, and he's been not hugging the touchline like they expected him to be. Albie Davis. Amidst the 2. Albie Davis. Keep the ball, keep it moving.
Manuel.
Give it in there.
Well, they're passing and moving well, the London College, but just the final product is not there at the minute. They're winning the midfield battle, but the last offence for Newcastle under Lyme has been cancelled and announced this resolute attack from
this right-hand side for Newcastle. They both need to settle themselves down. They're getting frustrated with each other and frustrated with themselves. They're not seeing much of the ball, and when they do, you know, they've not been good with it. That can happen.
I missed the 2 with the interception. Now sends the ball forward. And
Great ball.
Ball there was as well, up towards Maron Abraham, just a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, Situ's had a lot of the ball, been more involved than anybody else on the pitch, especially in the last 10 minutes. It's nice neat feet.
It's dangerous, no penalty given. The shot comes in wide. I think it was an excellent tackle, in fact, and the red decision from our referee, Darren Bond.
I didn't think that was a penalty. He made a little mistake and he recovered. If we see here, yeah, good tackle. Not sure about the shot.
Yeah, good decision from our referee, Darren Bond. Jackson Brown comes off the fit of for Larin. Ball launched upfield. Albie Davis. Boateng. to Davis. Nalegua.
Stitu again. Sorry, Stitu. Not been announcing his name correctly.
Well, so far he's been a little bit of a pest on that left wing for the London College.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's causing the trouble.
Well, yeah, Tyler Savage is probably playing about 15 yards deeper in the game now, which is why they can't get him out.
This could be one of these finals that could be a flash of brilliance, or a horrible mistake could cost either side. Both of them have been cancelling each other out. Two strong, resolute defences. They've only let in 7 goals between them in this cup competition. Manuel.
He's done
Nudges
well
up
there.
forward towards Falarin.
Nice and strong on the ball.
And again, defends, remains strong. Nobody can unlock the keys so far.
Yeah, I think both strikers are very, very isolated. I think they've been watching a lot of the Premier League football, similar formations with a three, arguably one up front when you're defending deep. And I just think there needs to be a bit more support to the front men from the midfield on both teams. St Charles are having more of the ball and being patient, but to be honest, Newcastle's defensive shape has been fairly good. It's not been breached.
Well, I did mention at the start of the kickoff that it is a gorgeous sunny day here in Blackburn, but there's still a little bit of that cold wind that's been coming from the weekend, and I think Marvin's made the cardinal sin here of not wearing at least 2 pairs of socks when you're on a gantry position. It's his first time, and I think he's learnt the hard way. He's dancing next to me. That's what you're going to be able to hear. He's just trying to keep warm.
Well, I did turn up in a suit, shirt and tie, and I quickly realised I'd be a lot better off in my tracksuit.
I missed it too. In the meantime, sorry to interrupt you. He got possession inside the 18-yard box, and again he's
threaded a ball through, but the other lad's not anticipated it. You know, a little disjointed from everyone, but again.
Well, he's the one who's most likely right now, from what we've seen, to find the combination to unlock the safe. That is the Newcastle under Lyme defence. Falarin. Boateng. Seeing as 7 men back, Davis may have a shot himself. Davis a little bit of space opening up. Couldn't get the shot away.
Number 10, Rushton's limping. Is he going down?
Just Booth, the Newcastle captain, launches that one into touch. Still pressure mounting here. Pressure mounting on the...
Yeah, Rushton's down. I think he's got a problem.
Morgan Rushton is going to have to receive some attention. So we'll have a little stoppage in play here. So he's just receiving just a little bit of treatment. But as we approach half-time here, Marvin, your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Yeah, fairly good game. A little bit cagey. Both teams got the handbrake on, to use an expression. I'd just like to see them commit a little bit more going forward, but that's me as the observer. Obviously, as both managers will be fairly happy that it's 0-0.
Plenty of more schools football coming from Free Sports. As you can see, we are Friday. We got England versus Scotland from 7 o'clock. next Thursday, Wales versus England, just before Easter. And we'll come back to that shortly and tell you where else we're going to be on Free Sports over the next few weeks. Newcastle under Lyme will have the throw. As we have, what, 4 or so minutes left to go in this first half. On this sun-drenched Monday afternoon here at Ewood Park. Still, even though spring is in the air, winter is still biting. I know, definitely felt that at Cheltenham last week, whatever, so it was definitely biting down there. Davis with the throw. Opportunity knocks here for Amex to 2. He's got some room.
Can he get a shot off?
A shot away.
Good block, good block.
Not there, and again, block remains in Newcastle, retain possession.
As we see again, the tactic from Newcastle, getting it out to Savage, but he's giving the ball away cheaply again. I think at half-time, managers need to just take them to the side and settle them down. I just don't think they've looked settled all game, this Newcastle right-hand side.
I think we're seeing a change here as Morgan Rushton is still receiving attention, so it could be getting ready to bring on a sub here with a few minutes to go. Do our Boateng. Davis.
Good ball. Can he deliver?
Atmos to 2.
Took it too close.
Yes, first touch wasn't the best.
I thought we should have delivered early from there.
On row. Larty. Davis. Ball sliced off his foot, but still finds Folarin on the right-hand side. Folarin weaves his way into the box, but Oliver Marsh is there to pick up the scraps.
Folarin's he's looked to commit the full-back every time he's got the ball. Not had any end product from him just yet.
So Morgan's Rushton's game and his race is run. Paddy Bagley is on the field for Newcastle under Lyme. So the London College have possession. Davis, will he get a shot away? Maybe he will, you know.
He's dancing through.
Weaved a merry dance into the 18-yard box, but that's all she wrote on that occasion. Now then, can Newcastle under Lyme find a counter-attack? They've been pegged in their own half for the latter part of this first period.
But as I say, it's still 0-0.
But yes, it's always the stat in the top left of your screen, as they always say, is the one that always counts. Cartwright. Ball comes in from deep. Not a bad effort, you know, just over the bar. And it did get the attention of Mohamed Atuyo.
Yeah, the St Charles captain. Atuyo wasn't quite sure where he was then. Looked a bit nervous when that ball flew over his head.
Well, he was caught off his line. Wasn't a bad effort, was it?
Not far off, not far off. It was worth a try.
Well, I'll tell you what, if this was maybe half a yard underneath, that could have caused a lot of issues. Might be one of the best goals that we've ever seen here at Ewood Park all season.
Since the Shearer days.
So then we're approaching the dying embers of this first half.
Looked like a foul throw.
Did there for a second. Well, we saw a few of them in the Spurs game recently, didn't we, at Crystal Palace? Sergio Aurier, I think, causing 3 foul throws in a game. Now then, Nalengwa.
Play. Held on too long there. Should have passed it out wide.
And now the counter-attack comes through with Folarin. Folarin, he's got Abraham to his left-hand side in the middle, but nobody else is back there with him. And now Newcastle can break of their own. One or two of their players need to get on side first of all.
Yeah, Newcastle just seem to be creeping back into it a bit here.
Jackson Brown. Jordan Darlington.
It looks like as a substitution, Nilingwa looks like he's playing in a different position now. Has he gone directly up front? Have they gone into more of a 4-4-2?
Well, the fourth official's just realised that he put his board up first, and it looked like we were having 10 minutes of stoppage time. Then he realised it was the wrong way round. It's only 1 minute of stoppage time. So they've 1 additional minute of stoppage time in this final here at Ewood Park. Darlington with the throw to Jackson Brown. Now Brown. 8 on number 8. Davis on Cartwright. Cartwright wins that particular battle. Oliver Marsh.
Yeah, Cartwright is definitely playing in.
That's going to be offside, and that will probably be the end of the half as well.
No.
Indeed, that is the case. So then, it's this final has been one for the purists, as it were. At half time, Newcastle under Lyme College and St Charles Sixth Form Catholic College have cancelled each other out. At half time, it is goalless. It is 0-0. Welcome back to Ewood Park, home of Blackburn Rovers, for this ESFA Under-18 Colleges Trophy for Boys final between Newcastle under Lyme College and St Charles Sixth Form Catholic College. 0-0 at half time. One major talking point: should we have had a sending off Marvin Roberts?
I think it would have been harsh for the goalkeeper to go there. I mean, the ball's hit him. He doesn't have any kind of time to react. He's just spread himself big. It has hit him on the hand, in my opinion. But he couldn't really get out of the way, so I think fair result.
Referee got it right in your view.
I don't think the referee got it right.
But he is outside the area though.
Yes, I feel as though he should have given a free kick, possibly a yellow card. I think it'd have been harsh to give him a red card for that. I mean, the ball's been hit at him at great speed, probably 1 yard away. There wasn't much appeal from Newcastle, and I think that probably helped the referee in terms of judging the incident.
This is the only major shot on target that we've had in the whole game, and that was from Maron Abraham.
Yeah, anywhere but the keeper.
1 yard either side of the keeper, it's in.
As you said, yep. Anywhere either side of the keeper, it's a goal. He's had a good first touch, and then kind of could have done better with the shot.
Well, that's where we are at half time. We're going to chat about some schools football very, very shortly, myself and Marvin, as we eat up some time during the period. But this is what we got coming up on Free Sports over the coming weeks as we go from winter into the spring. And Friday night, it's the Under-18 Centenary Shield time between England and Scotland. And then England go to my home, into the Principality, into Wales. On Thursday the 29th of March as Wales host England. Then England will go over to Northern Ireland on the 6th of April. And then on the 12th of April, the Republic of Ireland host Scotland. And an afternoon kickoff on Thursday the 12th of April. Put them in your diary right now. Some feast of Centenary Shield football coming up on Free Sports. Let's chat about schools football then, Marvin, as we are here at Ewood Park during this schools trophy final. The ESFA are doing a lot to encourage more schools football, giving them more competitions, throughout the year, not just the under-18 level, but at all levels for boys and girls. And it's a great organisation that wants to encourage more football in schools.
Well, of course, yeah. It's the national governing body for all schools football. Year on year, we are looking to increase participation, increase activity, improve competitions, improve schools football at all levels, all the way around. We're looking to develop a lot of things, a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. and you know it's in safe hands. It's in good hands.
Without telling us the ingredients to the secret recipe, but what is coming up? What are the ESFA working on right now to try and get more participation in schools, especially? When I was growing up many years ago, we didn't have this, but in my part of the world, in Wales. But so how can you encourage more schools to get involved with this sort of competition?
Trying not to breach any non-disclosures.
Yeah, absolutely. Without trying to give away the ingredients to the secret recipe.
Well, obviously, the world's moved on. The technology aspect of the world has developed greatly, and the ESFA are looking to embrace that, embrace the use of technology to increase the quality of competitions, to help enhance engagement with schools, with pupils all over the country, on a higher level, on an increased level, which will enable more activity to happen, which will enable better competitions to happen, which will enable, the quality of things to just rise. So one of the aspects is to use digital technology, again, without revealing too much, to enable that.
Let's shout about you. Former Premier League player, Derby, Stokes, and as you mentioned to me when we were having a cup of tea beforehand, you went down the leagues and not up them, as you candidly put it. But from a footballing point of view, how much have you seen the game develop from when you started out, when you were these guys' age?
Well, yeah, I had great experience in schools football myself. I went to Wolverhampton Grammar School, and I mean, the sporting staff there were fantastic. The time and effort they gave in terms of developing football training and coaching, and obviously the same for these boys here today in terms of the management and all those type of people behind the scenes, which gave me a love for football, to be honest. I was more into athletics and cross country before I went to my senior school. The competitions, I mean, we won competitions at the school. I represented the school, obviously then the district, and then county, and then I played for the ESFA under 18s international squad, and we won the Centurion Shield in my year. So all of those have experiences for me prior to my professional career have then led me back to the organisation. I don't think they realise the value of that to pupils going around, and that's what I've been saying to them, being one of their products, as I like to call it. There's great value in schools football outside of the professional game, and there's lots more we can do. And
long may it continue. As at last, the second half comes up shortly. Newcastle under Lyme College 0, St Charles Sixth Form College 0. Second half to come right after this. Welcome back to Ewood Park. Second half momentarily away in this ESFA under 18 Colleges Trophy for Boys final between Newcastle under Lyme College and St Charles Sixth Form Catholic College. 0-0 at half time. You'd argue if this was a boxing fight, I think on points you'd be giving it to St Charles at the minute. Yeah. Marvin Robinson alongside me. Marvin, what would have been the team talk at half time for both of these sides? Newcastle, room for improvement. St Charles, as you were, please.
Yeah, I think St Charles, as you were, they've settled in well. Had a couple of opportunities. Just probably need somebody to support number 9, Abraham, a little bit more. Newcastle, I think they'll probably be happy. They've not played too well, although they've kept solid.
Again, I think both defences have been cancelling each other out in the first half of this final.
Yeah, it looks to me as if Nalungwa has moved more centrally up front after Rushton had come off. We'll see if that change of position can cause St Charles some problems.
Indeed, we shall see. This is Sam Italy. March. Ethan Cartwright. Darlington out on play. Davis stands on the ball, but still retains possession. And also wins the free kick via the pass to Jan Manuel. Just to remind you, if we are still goalless at the end of 90 minutes, then we have 2 10-minute periods of extra time, and should we need them, it will go to penalties to decide the winner.
Good time being taken on this kick.
We shall see if it goes that far, deep into the 18-yard box. Darlington slices off his boots to put it out into touch. Loses out. This is Tyler Savage.
Deliver.
Also losing possession as well. Now then, can the cross come in from Davis is the one who has to pick it up.
Yeah, Davis played well.
Keep control of the ball. Mr. 2. Albie Davis sends it to the right hand side from Sean Basai. Basai inside to Boateng. Moves forward, but Newcastle can lead the play. Ali Bagley. David Nalengwa.
Yeah.
Bagley. So the opportunity now for Newcastle. Sent it forward and into the back of the net.
And there we go. Melungwa getting the ball in central areas rather than that wide and driving through the middle, playing it through. 1-0.
Ali Bagley, the scorer, breaks the deadlock in this trophy final, and Newcastle under Lyme College lead.
Well, what can we say? It looks like the tactics have worked to perfection for Newcastle. They sat in first half, kept defensively solid, didn't give too much away. A change of position from the Longwas caused a little bit of difficulty for St Charles. 1-0.
Abraham. What do St Charles have in response? Abraham with a flick on, but nobody behind him. Instead picked up by Jordan Darlington. Now, Mr. 2 sends it forward. Abraham collects.
Foul.
Ball fouled by Joseph Booth. Opportunity here for free kick in a dangerous position. And bearing in mind as well, it's going to be a little bit difficult this for Jacob Holden. He's got the sun as well. It could be a little bit of a problem going from the shade into the sunshine. Albie Davis is going to be the man looking like on set piece duty.
Let's see what he's got from here.
Well, this could be an opportunity to respond as the magic spray comes out.
Referee getting excited.
First time he's used that today. Davis. Not a bad effort, but too far over the bar.
Yeah. Not troubling the keeper. You know, if he'd have scored from there, what is he? 35 yards out.
Forward. Newcastle maybe sensing a second here. Try and put this game, this final to bed.
Good run from Savage.
Great one indeed. And there's a ball across the box. Could be Bagley again. He opens up the shot. Just wide of the post with a deflection.
Well, we saw the danger of Savage there. Straight away, start of this second half. Newcastle on the ascendancy.
Here they are. And maybe trying to pick them off here on the counter.
And Lowen goes in. I think straight away it's clear the two up front now for Newcastle has caused, well, I think it's changed the aspect of the game. They've got options now when they look forwards.
At Mr. 2.
I'd like to see the midfield players from St Charles kind of commit themselves forward. They're happy to stand behind the ball, but it's going to need somebody to run beyond it and support Abraham to cause Newcastle any kind of problems.
The Newcastle defence has been resolute for much of this tie. Let's have a look at the goal again, Marvin. Talk us through it.
Well, as I anticipated, that Nunga was change of position. He had a lot of dynamic runs in the first half, but they were out wide, and he was getting outnumbered. And the first time he'd received the ball in the central area, he turned and they were in.
Davis, and Mr. 2, great turn from the young number 11. Mr. 2, can he get a shot away? He can't. Albie Davis might though. Picked up and read well by Harry Bagley.
Yeah, good turn from Situ. I'd like to see him deliver the ball in the box a bit earlier. He's got slightly predictable. I mean, he's good turn, good skills, and then just doing a little bit too much.
Still a long, long way to go. This trophy final. Still, Newcastle under Lyme College, they are the ones who are applying the pressure at the start of this second half. Davis, ball goes out from the feet of David Nalengwa. Davis tries the flick on. It comes out from a Newcastle player, so another throw in. Newcastle been trying to slow the game down here. Davis with the flick on, headed backwards by Jordan Darlington. Ball nudged forward, but again Newcastle read the play, and Joseph Boo takes no chances and puts it into the stand.
Yeah, Abraham's working hard for St Charles, but he's too isolated. The midfield two are very deep for St Charles.
Davis, good cross. Abraham turns, blocked away.
I thought he was going to lay it off to Stitu then.
Omro back to his keeper, Otoye. Larty. Davis. Crossfield pass, read by Sam Wichita. Still picked up by the men in claret and blue. For Duar Boateng. Albie Davis again. He's going to have a go from deep.
A little bit hopeful from there. I wouldn't be very happy if I was Abraham. I'd want him to be getting the ball into me, not trying to score from 45 yards. But no change of approach from Newcastle. They're happy to play the game at their own pace, should I say. And it's worked.
Joseph Booth. Darlington. Sliced off his boot.
Yeah, I think he saw the linesman's flag and thought it was one of his own players. Newcastle in a nice bright orange kit.
Indeed, you're not going to miss him on a dark night, are you? Otoye. Punched downfield from his boot. Davis. Missed the two. Loses out. Just nudged off.
Foul.
Emotions are getting a little bit high here, so if you do hear any distasteful language, we're going to do nothing more than apologise for that, but you can understand emotions are high! And it will be even more higher now! What an effort that is! From Omar Akmister to his third goal, runs over to his touchline and celebrates, and we're back on level terms.
Great goal. Great goal. Well, he was the most dangerous player in the first half. He's not done too much this second half, but then he produces that 1-1.
Well, all out of nothing really, wasn't it? Just found a little bit of space. And he's been eyeing that up all game and just nonchalantly celebrates as well. Well, in all fairness, he's got the haircut like Mo Salah, and that was a Mo Salah trademark finish.
Well, yeah, he seemed to be in a little bit of a shock at first, unless he had that pre-planned, and then the explosion of delight running over to his teammates on the bench.
Well, so much so, in the midst of the celebrations, one of the players has now got cramp. So they got
Fastest
that
he's
excited.
sprinted all game.
Talk us through it.
Well, he gets the ball, he's one-on-one, and for the first time, he's positive. I mean, a couple of times he's got the ball and tried to do too much.
Could the keeper done better?
It'd be harsh on the keeper. It'd be harsh. You know, he's not the tallest keeper in the world. It was a good strike. But I don't think the keeper could have done too much about it. If I was the keeper, I'd be asking the lads why they weren't closing him down.
So we've got a game back on level terms. Emmanuel. Dua Boateng. Folarin into the box.
See.
Oh, it's a trip. That's a penalty. Well, me and you called that one straight away. We've got a great vantage point here on our gantry. We're right in front of the 18-yard box.
Definite
I think the
penalty.
referee's got this one bang right.
Yeah, as we said first half, Folarin, he's looked to commit them every time he's had the ball, and this time he's won the penalty. Comes out wide.
Well, Omar Ahmed Stitu is going to be taking this. But is it a penalty for you? It looks
Yeah.
Stonewaller to me.
Definitely. Didn't touch the ball.
So then, he's already scored from outside the box. Now from the penalty spot, just to turn the game right on its head.
It's a big run up.
Slotted away.
Composed. Lovely penalty. Well, I think he did look like he could potentially be the star man, and it's looking that way at the moment.
Omar Ahmed Stitu is the hero right now. 2 goals to his name.
Yeah, it's a great penalty. I thought the referee put him off there, but no chance. Love the celebration, or none.
Or lack of celebration.
He obviously does this every week.
Well, this is a proper game on now.
Well, Newcastle, they've got to do something. I mean, in my opinion, they were lucky to be 1-0 up. They seem happy to carry on as they were, and now they've got to do something. They've got to come out. We've not really seen much of them in the game. They've got to get the ball into Nolingwa. We've got to see more from Savage, definitely, because he's had most of the ball going forwards for them.
Well, this game will certainly open up now. Half an hour to go. Foul throw as well. Well, just when you're up against the 8 ball. I mean, penalty, yes or no? I think
penalty for me.
Yeah, I thought it was a Stonewaller in real time.
Penalty,
Don't need to be slowed down.
The defender tries to just block him off with his body, but then catches his heel. And he's nowhere near the ball. He's not even intending to play the ball. It's a penalty for me.
Now then, they've got their tails up. Folarin.
Yeah, he's been nice and positive.
Very positive as well in the second half, and causing Causing trouble on that right-hand side. Newcastle on the line. Do they have a plan B to get back into this tie?
Jacko, come on, basics, yeah? Jacko, next 5, basics.
Yeah, flicks it around him, faces him up. Yeah, you see, he tries to get his body, number 3 tries to get his body in front of him, and he starts to brush him off, and he catches his heel.
Nudged off the head. Lee has to put it out of play. They're under the cosh here.
Well, they can't get out.
Well, it was much like this in the first half, wasn't it? They were trying to absorb the pressure and maybe pick them off on the counter.
Yeah, but with the exception of obviously the goal, it sounds obvious to say, but the plan's not really worked.
Basai. Tyler Savage. Bagley. Nudging it forward to try and cause a little bit of trouble for Toyo.
Comfortable in the end.
Absorbs any impact there.
Good burst. But again, there's only one man to aim for. And comfortably dealt with in the end.
Savage. Trying to use his pace. Basai is too strong for him.
Positive run, but again, comfortably dealt with. St Charles' defence has done well, and is this following again?
Follar in. On an amazing run. Here's the brace. Goal scorer. Amherst 2. Goes deep. Trying to find the head of Abraham. Referee, assistant has his flag up. Offside. Coming back from a position. That's the reason it was given. Well, first half, Marvin. It was again for the purist. It's all of a sudden it's sparked into life, this game.
Yeah, 3 goals. Hopefully some more for us to talk about. All to play for still.
It's way too deep from Ethan Cartwright. Basai.
Keep your right shoulder, Marsh, your right shoulder. Dylan, hey. Dylan! Yes! Good!
Emmanuel. Caught off guard. Jackson Brown has it. This is Joe Booth. Brown again. Wichita Lee. Savage. Albie Davis intercepts the pass. And now goes on a run of his own. One man to beat. To tell you what, you could have an opportunity here. Davis still going strong, but it takes a number of Newcastle defenders to stop that play. And
we've seen Mo Salah and Lionel Messi put players on the floor a few times, and Davis did the same there. Not sure if he quite meant it.
Crosses deep from Sean Basai. His opposite number, Darlington, will look to try and keep it in play. He doesn't. But he still wins the throw.
Yeah, Stitu working hard to get back into position. Doing well for his team.
Davis. Injury forward, I think Abraham was offside. Indeed, that is the case.
Yeah, I think Newcastle need to put a bit more pressure on the ball. I mean, every time Davis gets the ball, he's got a lot of time to play. He's been very composed on the ball, and they need to put pressure on him.
Savage. Wichita Lee. Looking for options, goes backwards and uses Oliver Marsh. Strong tackle from Abraham, who concedes the free kick.
Cartwright salvaged that free kick there.
Newcastle have thrown deep inside the St Charles half. You know it's not your day. You know it's not your day at the minute. Cardinal sin. Offside from the throw in.
Yeah, things not quite going for Newcastle at the moment. I just get this feeling they've just not quite got going all afternoon. But the positive from that is they're only one goal down. It's still all to play for. Good strike from the goalkeeper.
Superb turn.
Stitu causing problems again. Well played.
Yeah, Stitu is been a right pest at the minute.
Yeah, he's been my man of the match so far. Yeah, there's Davis again with too much time.
And Falarin was there at the back post with the header. And in all fairness, he caught him off guard. We didn't see him from our gantry.
Not at all. I could see Abraham, but I didn't see Falarin sneaking in at the back stick. But again, too much time for Davis on the ball.
Davis tries to head on. Doesn't happen. Davis finds space. Does he find help? He does through Falarin if he can get there.
Left back did well.
Much to Lee had to turn that tackle correctly then, otherwise he could have been in even more trouble. Already conceded one penalty. Don't want to give himself a double on the day.
Good football.
And now it opens up for Jackson Brown. Bagley.
Hemmings nipped in.
Doesn't
Bad tackle.
Gap.
Not sure if the referee saw that.
Well, they've seen it now. I think it's for the injury, in fact. Doesn't do our Boateng. With 20 minutes or so left to go in this final.
Magic sponge is on.
Seen many the magic sponge in your career?
Yes, I had quite a few injuries. Yeah, just a little bit late.
Well, he may just have to leave the field for a little bit of treatment. Let's see if the bench has got a substitute ready. So this could be what we do call a magic sponge injury. Give him a minute, give him a sip of water, and he'll soon be back on the field.
Yeah, looks fine. Stretch that off. He'll be round in no time.
So, 20 minutes and change still to go in this final. Newcastle under Lyme College trailing by 2-1. They're the ones who may have to start rolling the dice shortly to get back into this tie. Can they do it here, Food in the Lengua?
I mean, every time he's got the ball, something's happened. He's just only touched the ball 2 times this half.
Matuvio with the restart.
Keep going.
Headed from Davis. I missed it too. Another play.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Stitu. Looks a good player, nice and composed, good technique. Obviously, we saw him score a great goal and a good penalty. Works hard for his team as well. Nice and strong.
Davis. Abraham. Loses out to Ethan Cartwright.
Good recovery there from Charles, right back.
They say we'll get the possession back, but not for long. Wichita League was the one who got it out, and the man's come back on the field. Dua Boateng, full of life. Well, spins away, and a good header that was from Oliver Marsh. Davis.
Great ball.
Superb ball, superb cross to Ahmad. It's to 2. Blocked off the ball, but he still keeps possession. And now
yeah, he's
dances
definitely
his
come
merry
to
way.
life. Nice little flick.
Emmanuel. Basai.
Yeah, Newcastle still not really going and aggressively pressuring the ball. Still happy to sit off. But there's only 17 minutes left. I think they need to force the play a little bit more. Putting the Lingua directly up front with Mercika and see if they can cause them more problems.
Holding. Marsh. Booth. Nalegua.
Yeah, I think St Charles have been quite clever here. They've sent Boateng to kind of do not quite a man-to-man job, but track Lingua as he's running in between the lines into little bits of space and making sure that Newcastle can't get the ball to him.
Joseph Booth just heading that one out of play. We've got a stoppage in play here for the substitutes. And number 9 coming off the field, that's Warren Abraham.
Yeah, worked hard, been very isolated, worked hard for his team, had that shot in the first half where, you know, either side of the goalkeeper it was a goal, but he's done a job for the team, and now it's for somebody else to cause the problems.
He's coming onto the field in his place. So final quarter of an hour to go. 15 minutes down in between. St Charles, 6-1 College holding on here to take the victory.
But let's see if that doesn't disrupt St Charles too much. I think there's been a positional change. Norris seems to have come out on the left. Stitu has moved out to the right, and how do we say it again? Following. It looks to be directly down the middle.
Ball going forward. Read well by Omro. Seiko was ready to pounce. Davis. Flemings. I mean, Nordim trying to make himself known. So it's coming on as a sub. Shot coming in from distance. And it needed to be saved as well. From a Suyo.
Good strike. Goalkeeper called into action for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it nearly caught everybody off guard.
See if Newcastle can make this corner pay.
Yeah, it was that awkward height. Corner comes in, and it's going to go back to the corner taker.
Good block.
Blocked away. Maseka's trying to grab it.
Good
Davis
defending.
hoops upfield. Anywhere will do. It's not come to that point yet, but it's Savage. Omro dispossessed. The Newcastle number 7, and now the counter is on.
Yeah, we're following down the middle now. Let's see if they can use his pace to exploit.
Malegua. Cartwright. Darlington. Not there. Marty picks it up, but back with the men in orange. One of the few attacking spells we've seen from Newcastle under Lyme in this second half.
Yeah, following, holding back into position. Had a little bit, looked like he was in a little bit of trouble after that tackle. It won't be good news for St Charles if it's something more serious.
Mr. 2 has gone to try and penetrate the right wing now. He's been having a lot of joy on the left. Nori took his place on the left-hand side.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that substitution to disrupt too much because it was working very well for St Charles with Stitu on the left-hand side.
Cartwright. Malegua. Bagley trying to find room for a shot. Doesn't get one.
Good defence.
Instead, goes down to ground for an injury, and we'll have another break in play. So look at this chance again for Newcastle.
Yeah, he's been positive. Good turn, got a good strike away with his left foot. Keeper's got down and saved it. He looks disappointed. But I mean, there's not much more he could have done from there.
So 10 minutes to go. So then, 10 minutes to go. We'll have a couple of minutes of stoppage time as well. Do Newcastle find anything else in the locker? Almost in Charles, sixth form college, be taking the trophy back down the M6 and M1. Back to London. A hero's reception. Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, worth a go from Yola Manuel.
I think he spotted the goalkeeper just off his line. As we saw earlier, he's not the biggest goalkeeper.
Back through to the keeper. Omro.
To be honest, the Charles have played nice and composed all game. They went 1-0 down. They didn't change that at all. I mean, I was suggesting that they needed to get the midfield players pushing on more, running beyond the number 9 a little bit more to get back in the game, but they kept playing, stuck to their system, and they're leading 2-1 as it is.
Davis. Good defending from Newcastle, but the time is now their enemy. They need to find a goal here to get back into this tie. This is the final. Extra time will be played if need be, if they can find an equaliser. But strong, resolute defence from the London College.
Yeah, they've just not linked together very well up front, Newcastle. Direct run again, and then lost possession.
Joe Booth. Nalegua. Nalegua. Jackson Brown. I tell you what, that little deflection from Elwyn Larty has stopped Bagley in his tracks there. It may have gone through for the Newcastle number 14. And speak of him, he is on the ball right now, and a little bit of a mistake from
Goalkeeper just needs to settle down there.
Indeed, I think he's getting ready for the cricket season. Cross comes in and it's low. Covering opportunity for Newcastle. Can he find the chance of the shot? May come in for Bagley! Second on the day! The equalising goal! Game on!
It's all come from the goalkeeper. No need to throw it out at all. And he's kept them under pressure. Newcastle got the ball. Savage has put a good ball in, and they've scored from it.
You're saying keeper to blame on this one from the throw of what, 30 seconds prior?
Yeah, well, obviously there's a bit more to it than that, but he had the ball, had good possession. Just squeeze your team up, give yourself a few seconds, settle down, big kick down the pitch, and there's no problem. I mean, he's tried to throw it 50, 60 yards. It's not got there, and they're back under pressure, and now it's 2-2.
We're all level. We have 6 minutes to play. Odds on this game could be going to stoppage time, or do one of these sides have a winner in them?
Well, for me, I don't really like Stitu out on the right-hand side. I mean, since he's come out into this position, he's not had the ball.
Well, he will now.
He's on now.
I missed it too. Does he have any assistance? Davis with the cross. Good header. Boateng blocked away from Cartwright. And now Newcastle they're the ones who are sensing maybe they've got the winner in them. Nalegua. Joe Booth. Jackson Brown. Good tackle from Folarin. Nouri. Thunderous tackle.
Some good tackles from Newcastle now.
And they're away, not offside, or maybe a foul in the process. The linesman flagged straight away. This is from the throw, this is Marvin.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no need. There's just no need for it. You know, in the last 10 minutes, they're 2-1 up. He's trying a 60-yard throw out wide. Just take your time. Take your team to get out, push on, and just be kicked down the pitch. Savage delivers in. It's in the net.
Back of the net it is indeed. Marie loses out his concentration there, Darlington.
Yeah, Newcastle have definitely stepped up now. You can feel the intensity coming through in their play a bit more. I think the substitution has completely nullified St Charles' best two players. I mean, Follering, we haven't seen him in that centre forward position, and Stitu, I mean, he's had one pass since he's come out wide right. At the point that it happened, those two players were dominating the game.
Flemings with the throw. Tries to find Davis. Comes off an orange head, and they'll gain 15 yards. Now it's the team in orange who feel they've got the winner in them. Davis has to stay strong and does so. Now one double goal scorer Bradley at one end. This is Stitu, who's had a very quiet period of the game the last 15 minutes since moving on to this right hand side.
Good tackles now.
Tackle. Flemings says his players chase this. Darlington. Late tackle, free kick. We've got about 3 minutes left to play. Money on here, we've got extra time.
It does look like extra time.
Great finish that.
Yep, 2 quick touches. Gets it at his feet and gets the second the strike very quickly after the first touch. And that's what deceives the goalkeeper, who's not expecting it.
What do we have left? What other bit of drama do we have to come here? We're going to stay here on air until we get a result, wherever that may be, whether it be in regulation time, in extra time, or whether it goes to the dreaded spot kicks. Now then, what can this little magician do? Stitu still going strong. Ball.
It's got to be a free kick there.
No, it's taken cleanly. Nalegwa. Davis holds his man off and wins the throw in. Intelligent football from the
See this break.
St Charles number 8. Is this a free kick, yes or no?
I thought it was a free kick, to be honest. He takes the touch, the ball is running away from him, but I think the player just catches him.
We still have another play down, so there's going to be plenty of added time here. As we approach to the 90. So plenty for your thoughts for everybody, especially both benches. Well, we think we're pretty wrapped up here in the stands, but it must be a lot more colder on the other side of the pitch. Well, 5 minutes of added time. That's a minimum of as well, so. So does either one of these teams have a winner in them? What do they? Are they going to save it for extra time? Trying to keep some in reserve for the next 20 minutes. Or is somebody going to take the trophy? Last time's in the red. Davis spins away, his boot forward. Oliver Marsh is the one who picked up. Joe Booth now, the Newcastle captain, says to his players, get forward. We can win this in the regulation time. Duo Boateng stops them in his tracks though. Sends it forward, but it's picked off again by Oliver Marsh. Davis picks up. Bagley. 2 goals from him since coming on. Ahmed Stitu. Davis. And Mr. 2. Davis.
Can you deliver?
Looking for a ball in the box. Not going to go to play, but they do get a corner.
Not had too many of those, have we? This half?
No, I think you're absolutely right there. It wasn't that many corners in the game so far. Oman Ahmed 2 is going to be on corners duty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in claret and blue in the box. Good cross as well. Offside, I'm going to play it down as well.
Looks like he's been winded.
Yeah, look. Many players just getting knocks as towards the end of this game. I think odds on we're going to go into extra time. Jacob Bowden takes it quickly. Oliver Marsh. Marsh. Long ball forward, straight into the hands of Otoyo in the goal. Launch forward. Joe Booth heads. Savage. Nalengwa. Savage again. Cross comes in. Spans away. Can the Newcastle player get a shot off and try and take this in time? But one of the players in the leg will be offside, so it's going to tickle on out for a throw. So extra time. Ongoing. And upcoming as well. Brown. Amex to 2. As he gets past Richardson. Some space. Davis. One last hurrah maybe. Could be an opportunity here. Amex to 2. Shot away! Oh, it's the winner! He's a hat-trick hero of the day! And with 30 seconds left on the clock, he may have just pickpocketed the trophy back down to London.
Great goal. I was just about to say Davies should have passed that out wide left to Nori, but he's looked for his star man and he's produced. He's got them his hat-trick goal. Sorry, he's got himself his hat-trick goal and he's got them the winner.
Talk us through it, Marvin. He may have just become a hero. He's going to have the freedom of the college when he goes back to London tomorrow.
Yeah, he certainly probably gave a day off. Someone else do his homework for him tonight as well. Yeah, Davis, I can't fault it. I was just about to say he should pass it out wide. I thought he'd held on to it too long. He'd gone into his centre forward, flicked it round the corner, and the main man was there.
Well, he may have just got them. We got about another 30 seconds for this substitution ongoing right now. Iona Manuel is coming off the field for number 14, Glenn Anang. He's just come on for a cameo, but the trophy is going to go back down to London.
Well, yeah, just tell the goalkeeper no quick throws.
Great finish.
Nice stroke finish. No need to blast it. Slotted it in the corner.
What time do we have left? Do we have any more time left? 60 seconds maybe. Davis, he goes deep.
Yeah.
Hit that like a pitching wedge. He wanted more of a 7-iron.
I want my number 7. I want Following to be chasing that down and closing that down, to be honest. Keeper shouldn't be able to get up the pitch that far.
Davis.
Nice and composed again.
Take it into the corner, but it's going to go out for the throw. Referee has a glance at his watch.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any more than the 60 seconds.
Cartwright. Hoops it forward, anywhere will do. For St Charles.
Try to win a
Is there
free
another
kick there,
twist in this
Davis.
tail? There's still plenty of players forward. Keeper comes out and gathers and will stay on the ground for a number of seconds.
And this is what he should have done previously. Took his time, told everybody to get out, used his box, used his area.
And there it is. Many, many congratulations to St Charles Catholic Sixth Form College. They are the champions of this ESFA Under-18 Colleges Trophy. Well done, boys. You deserve it.
Very well deserved, to be honest. I felt Newcastle played the whole game with the handbrake on. They were 1-0 up against the run of play. They got themselves back into the game, but that man Stitu, he was there at the end. Hat-trick, man of the match, star man. No homework.
Many, many congratulations to St Charles Sixth Form College. Your heart goes out to Newcastle under Lyme College, who equalised with less than 5 minutes to go. But if there was a man of the match, it goes only to one guy, Omar Ahmed Stitu. I described him as a young Mo Salah. You know, we were watching before, and he got the haircut, and he also finished. He got the finishes as well.
Well, yeah, style of play, very dynamic, good feet, twist and turning, committing players. He scored, what, goal from 20-25 yards, a nice composed penalty, and a lovely little stroke finish for his hat-trick. He ran at them, he worked hard for his team, he changed positions, which kind of quietened him down for 5-10 minutes, but
many, many congratulations. It's been a fantastic advertisement for schools football. This ESFA Under-18 Colleges Trophy final for boys. Marvin, your final thoughts?
I thought the best team won, to be honest. As I said, they stuck to their game plan. They went 1-0 down against the run of play, kept playing that the way they'd obviously been coached and taught how to play, kept their shape, kept their formation, kept their style of play, and they got their just rewards in the end.
Well, we do have to leave you now on Free Sports, but this is what's coming up for you over the next few weeks. England-Scotland on Friday night, 7 o'clock. Do join us for that. Following week, with Wales versus England on the 6th of April, Northern Ireland v England, and on the 12th of April, Republic of Ireland v Scotland. Hopefully one of those games maybe as entertaining as this one here. Let's have a quick look at the goals that we've seen here this afternoon. All 5 of them. This is the first one, Marvin.
Yeah, they got Nalungwa in the middle of the pitch. He turned, was running directly at them, slots it in, and they go 1-0 up against the run of play. This is St Charles' first goal, gets Stitu on the ball, 1v1, and I think he took them by surprise, because every time previously he'd had the ball, he twisted and turned and held on to it a little bit long, but that time he decided that he was going to go for goal, and he got his rewards. Could have been closed down a little bit better, but great goal. Here Following does well, gets outside his fullback, commits, and the fullback's just a little bit clumsy. He's just trying to get his body in front, but doesn't do it properly, and then catches his heel. Lovely, composed penalty.
And then from a bad throw from Mohamed Toyo, Andy Bagley back to second.
Yeah, just a little bit too eager to get the play going. I think they're getting a bit excited at that point. They're winning the game, wanted to get it forwards, and they got punished. Savage delivers. Two nice little touches there, and it's 2-2. And then this one here, I thought he should have gone out wide left, and he's gone into his forward, flicked it round the corner. Lovely slotted finish for his hat-trick.
Many congratulations to St Charles Sixth Form College. They have taken the ESFA Under-18 Colleges Trophy for Boys Final by 3-2. Martin Robinson, many thanks for you for joining us here this afternoon here at Ewood Park. The trophy goes back down to London. Many congratulations from him. From me, Johnny Bryan, it's good afternoon from me, from Ewood Park.